me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. Hit boy, work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, D's. Fresh out the bay, the game in my jeans. Black, slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang. These new can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. If Hit Boy work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, these luxury. Luxury. Ha, these luxury. They can't with me. Slow it. I ain't finna stop till they make the rap blow it. Shout out y'all, she was with me at my lowest. Best baby daddy in the world, and you know it. Not pack 10. Headline set, that's a big back end. Let the beat drop, bring that back in. Fresh out the bay, the game in my jeans. Black, slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang.
Yes, them a look good in my tight little dress. Rock it up and me make the man them obsessed. Put in the work. Draw figure 8 when my wine up my waist. Bumper and boom, we no need either wait. If you get it, then stop the play. You wanna run it up, run it up, all night. If the lights went down, get your kip up, baby. You wanna dip it down, pick it up, turn around, lift it up for you all night. Bet you wanna get some of my dirty love, baby. The boys them all want me. Them girl I get salty. When I'm talking spicy. It make you want bite me. You just want the flavor. 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 With a right. Come on, baby, what you tryna do? I'm tryna pull up on you like a drive-through. I wanna know if we rockin', would you keep it cool? Take trips and private dinners just for us two. Yeah, he buy me Givenchy dresses and feed me breakfast. Immaculate, loving when he show affection. The balcony, over like she's stretching. And I ain't never out like wrestling. Back on it. Got all these boys mad cause I passed on it. I'm a flop. Come on, baby, spin a bag on it. Yeah, we so extra, feeling like young in the rest. Run it up, all night. If the lights went down, get your kip up, baby. You wanna dip it down, pick it up, turn around, lift it up for you all night. Bet you wanna get some of my dirty love, baby. The boys them all want me. Them girl I get salty. When I'm talking spicy. It make you want bite me. You just want the flavor. You just want the flavor. You just want the flavor. You just want the flavor.
Do what I should, man. Point, baby. Do what I could, man. Point, baby. Do what I should, man. Point, baby. Do what I could, man. Point, baby. Do what I should, man. Point, baby. Do what I could, man. Point, baby. Do what I should, man. Point, baby. Do what I could.
I ain't never ever said, baby, ain't do no wrong. I can plead a good for you. Oh, I know right from wrong. 'Cause I wanna make it. So nasty. I'm $1 million baby. Don't ask me. Oh, hell no.
No single building has played host to more Super Bowls than this one right here. The Caesars Superdome in the Crescent City of New Orleans. This is Super Bowl 59, and we've got an outstanding matchup on tap. I'm Brandon Gaudin. To my left is my good friend Charles Davis, and what a thrill to be here for the biggest one of them all, the Super Bowl. And it seems to get bigger every year. The lights get brighter, the cameras more numerous. And I don't know, there's just so much that goes into this game. It's an honor to be here, isn't it?
It is an honor, and I can't wait to share this game with you. This is going to be a whole lot of fun. You're my partner, my best friend. I can't imagine being anywhere else but right here with you. And just think about it this way. You mentioned the magnitude. This is no longer just a game for America or even North America. This is worldwide. People watching from just about every country in the world. This is impressive.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and just about ready to roll. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Here's Herbert. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Give Uchenna Nwosu the credit for the stuff.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. On 3rd down, Merritt. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And you know, I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team the best chance to win.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
Defensively going forward, they're going to have to watch out for him on plays just like that. It's a drag route across the field, and they're trying to free him up and let him run after the catch. That won't be the last time we see that play, and it works there to pick up a first down.
Walker now on 1st and 10. He'll take this to the 46.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now Smith. Eluding the pressure right. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. Now Geno. Flush to his right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar, and this will remain a scoreless game. Now, this offense got to be loving this. After the long missed field goal, they'll take over on the other side of the 50, 1st and 10. He's going to air one out. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Houston. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl and a long one at that. And the Black Knights are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Back to throw, Smith. And got his man complete. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf, 70 yards. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl. Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
His 2nd catch in the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down. From the 50, here's Herbert. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now.
2nd and 1, if people want to run the football, this is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Herbert. It's Dobbins on the out route, bringing it in. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
12 yards there as they move the chains. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Hurst. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Dobbins trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. We are just getting started here at Super Bowl 59 in New Orleans. 1 quarter in the books. 7-all is the score. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Dobbins once more. And this time he is in for a Houston touchdown. Dicker down to tack on the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Smith. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Herbert. And that's going to be caught downfield by Chark. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
You think defenses might be a little more prepared for plays like this because so many offensive coordinators, when they get the ball after a turnover, they do like to dial up a deep ball right away. And if I were deep...
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. J.K. Dobbins. His second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Black Knights continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now 21-7. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Here's Smith. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on fourth down. Here we go on fourth. Smith. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And a short gain down to about the 33. Ball at the 33, second and 9. Herbert now. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Here's Herbert. He's got his target. That's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. 4 catches already here in this Super Bowl. He's got another first down.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Now a 2nd and 10. Again, Herbert. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Sticking with Walker on second down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Again, it's Walker. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Flushed out right. And his throw is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing now is Geno. Escaping the pressure right. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Oh, they're changing this at the line. They'll run for it. It's Walker. We have reached the 2-minute warning. In fact, just under 2 minutes to play in the opening half of this year's Super Bowl. So they convert on 4th, and now from just outside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Trying the left side with Walker. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 69 yards rushing for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed.
And now let's look ahead, because after that, how about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg, and get the quarterback out.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Ken Walker taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Seahawks get a bit closer.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9 yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Back to throw here, Herbert. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He'll dump this off, complete to Dobbins. And he'll be out of bounds Field's been able to get it up past the 45.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. Short throw underneath to Hurst. Room to maneuver at the 35. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. To the air again, Herbert. Targeting Dobbins again, and he's got it again. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. Here's Herbert. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. J.K. Dobbins with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Black Knights are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl. Extra point try now from Dicker.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Here's Smith.
They'll fire one downfield for Fant.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked up by Christian Fulton.
And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
It's wheeled in downfield by Johnston.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass.
Dobbins on the slant route.
4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. The final shot before the break for Herbert.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked off by Jerome Baker.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did them a world of good.
But if there's ever a chance to regroup, it's in this game, right? Because you do have that long halftime, a chance to really assess things and maybe make some changes and true adjustments. They played great all year long. That was the worst first half of the season for them. They're hoping to put it behind them and come out punching here in the second half.
Eluded, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He completes this to Walker.
And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Now 2nd and 5. Another run here with Dobbins.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
A handoff running left is Dobbins.
And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. Play action. It's Herbert.
And that'll be complete to Dobbins.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They snap it to Herbert. That is caught. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. They only needed that 1 yard going for it on 4th. I got to be honest, I thought they were going to stay on the ground. They surprised me. Did they surprise you?
I'm with you on that one. I thought they'd find a way to create some type of a power run and try and pick up the 1st down, but they decided to keep the ball in the hands of the guy who could throw it, and it paid off.
Yeah, that decision paid off indeed.
And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line.
45 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Oh, lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Here's a first carry for Sean Tucker.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now it's Herbert. It's Dobbins on the out route, bringing it in.
And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Dobbins trying the left side.
And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead is now 24.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 9.
Smith now to throw.
As it complete to Jackson Smith and Jigba.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Geno now to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
That was earning a first down the hard way. You want your quarterback to be a scrapper, but you also want to keep him upright. He paid for that first down by taking a big-time hit.
Now Geno. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down.
The hard-hitting safety, Jimmy Ward, picking up the sack that time. That didn't appear to be a designed safety blitz. I think he was just going off instinct.
I love the way you described that because I'm thinking along with you. I'm not sure that was designed that way, but he saw an opportunity, gambled a little bit, and made it pay off.
Flushed out right. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Joey Bosa, his second sack of the night.
How about that, partner? His second sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
So that's the end of 3 here in Super Bowl 59 from Caesars Superdome. The 4th and final quarter coming right up. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. A give, Dobbins trying the right side. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 61 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off the game.
Jerome Baker there on the tackle.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Well, fans expect these primetime slots to deliver some of the best games each week. And, well, one team has certainly followed through with that tonight. Just an absolute clinic, Charles, on offense here. And they don't seem to be done trying to drive that football.
Yeah, and continue your theme about one team enjoying it. One fan base is enjoying it as well. The other fan base, they might disagree with what they've seen, but the one that's winning, they're certainly getting their money's worth.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
They're a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 23. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
Brought down at the 20.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Second and 7 from the 20. A give up the middle to Dobbins.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 14.
91 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
This offense so far on third down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. A tackle made by Boye Mafe. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup that time, so he got more than half of it back. But it's still a 3rd and 8.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Dicker down to tack on the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
A beautiful fake. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Back to throw, Smith. Escaping the pressure right. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
And he's going to go down, sacked right around the 17. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
Well, this has turned into an absolute week to forget for this quarterback. Multiple sacks, pair that with multiple turnovers. As far as he's concerned, if he ever sees this defense again, it'll be way too soon.
One last throw here for Smith.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted.
And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
Shooting my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Finger on the like, ayy, 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 ayy. Shooting my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Your spot like, ayy, 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 ayy. I gotta get it, man. Shout out, I'm fully committed like, ayy. I studied. Anyone anyway. I ride the side while bro had it.